Hey there, friends. Coming at you with another episode of the Pre-Ride Show. Belgian Waffle Ride, California. Two-time returning defending champ, Pete Stetina. Buddy,
Yeah.
how you feeling? Thanks for being here.
I'm happy to be here. I'm going to be on the start line, which is already a pretty big victory. But
Big announcement last night at
Yeah.
the VIP event. You've come out, we've tested.
yeah,
We're just a couple weeks out from this thing getting broken on us.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to play any PR stunt. Like, it was literally, I decided
Sure.
at 5 o'clock last night that I could race. So I rode some of the chunkiest stuff yesterday with my new fancy splint, and it held up. So, I mean, it's not comfortable on the roughest stuff, but I can do it. And, you know, if I wasn't racing, I'd be sitting here and I'd be, 5 IPAs deep by noon in a sour mood. So I think I'll be happier even if my wrist hurts a bit.
Is this just an example of what we get when we try to mix in with these mountain biker guys and they're riding all over these big wide bars and things like
I
that?
don't know, man. That happened on the pavement. I mean, that was just bad. That was bike racing, and yeah, I didn't even get into the dirt.
Right,
So
right.
that was unfortunate, and it wasn't the best timing, but I feel like it was a little bit almost like a trial by fire in the fact that I was enough of a dingus to keep racing, and it didn't get worse. It didn't displace more, meaning it fractured immediately, but then it was kind of stable there.
Yeah,
So.
I think that speaks to the cyclist in all of us, where you
Yeah.
know the soccer player would have been carted off the course, right? And the cyclist is going to get up and
Pause.
spray some stuff on it and
Yeah, I mean,
ready to go.
It's baked into my DNA to pedal unless you can't, and that was just kind of the reaction. So yeah.
You talked about the course a little bit. You went out and did some pre-riding. Michael
Yeah.
changes it up every year. You probably dug in a little bit on the rest of it too. What's your? How do you feel about it? What's it looking like?
If this wasn't in the game, I mean, it would be a great course for
Right.
me, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot different. The fact that you took out the longest climb. And that new downhill is absolutely brutal. You want a dual suspension mountain bike on it. So the fact that we're underbike, I mean, this just continues to be the underbiking world championships.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the bike.
Yeah.
That's the Super Pro. I'm going to go through that kind of top to bottom.
Yeah.
Frame, wheels, the whole thing. Break it down for us. What do you like?
I'm gonna run the Canyon Endurace. It's their like rough road bike.
Okay.
I'm full GRX flared handlebars for better modulation and control. Canyon's split rail seat post, the S15, helps the vibration on the bumps. So basically this cockpit is what I raced on last year to the title. So I mean, it's proven, it works. The brand new custom paint job, I mean, this bike is a week old.
Oh wow.
Orange seal, the insurance in the tires to make sure hopefully nothing goes wrong.
What's wrapped around those wheels? What's the tire choice?
So I've been going back and forth, but I'm going to settle on this Cerac Sand X-Guard 32.
Okay.
I usually have been running slicks the last few years, but with the new additions, you need a bit more volume. But
more stability
there's
on the-
so
on
much
the-
road. It's always this fight between traction, but also rolling resistance, where like the climbs are going to make such a difference. So I feel like this is a really good setup, and eventually you just got to stop second guessing yourself. So I was running kind of a different front rear, and I've just decided to, you know what, same front and rear, Cerac Sand X-Guard 32s.
What's the wheels here? It looks a little black label.
It's what I raced on last year. It is Shimano Dura-Ace wheels.
Okay.
It was the new rim from the new 12-speed laced up to the 11-speed hubs as we were testing it before the new Dura-Ace 12-speed launch last year. So, but yeah, these are Shimano prototype Dura-Ace wheels that are basically what the consumer can get nowadays.
What's the gearing choice?
I'm gonna run a 52-36 front.
52. Okay.
You know what?
Standard road stuff.
If stuff happens every year, I've done that gearing.
Yeah.
Twin Oaks, if someone's chasing your tail or you're chasing someone, like, you need speed on these paved downhills.
Yeah.
The 36 with a 34 is my biggest cog in the back. I can get up anything out there. I'm sure I'll be in the smallest granny gear going up double peak tomorrow after 6 hours, but that's how it's always worked out. So I got confidence in it.
You're planning on no dismounts with the road pedals?
No, I mean, and you can always clip clopper for a few feet, but I've always used road pedals at the BWR in the past. There's I hope not. I mean, if things are going worse, I might be dismounting more, but
What's on your display on the computer? Are you a big data guy? Do you need a bunch of data points? Or are you just looking at a few key things?
oh, now you're seeing the ride. I just finished my 1.5 hour pre-shakeout ride.
Okay.
But I am, I keep it pretty simple. I have the course with like the actual cue to the next turn that chirps at me. So
Okay.
you know when something's coming up, even if you do or don't know the course. And I just do speed, time, distance, and power.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I use the Wahoo Bolt. It's the color screen tells you the gradient profiles,
nice.
and it's light instead of the Roam. So, yeah.
120 stem here?
Yeah. The Endurace is a little bit shorter than most of Canyon's bikes, so I have to get a big long one up front.
More. This is very aggressive inward flare here too. Is that's by design, by choice?
Well, I can't change it now because I had them freaking mold the cast to that angle.
Right.
So,
Okay.
that is what it is. I personally believe that the hood should actually follow the flare out, so it's all in one line.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I like to run my bar setup.
So that cast is as much of an important choice of equipment here as the bike is.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, we talked about last night. This is the second one to come around, right?
Yeah.
The second version of it.
Yeah. So it's a little shorter, so I can actually get out of the saddle and kind of angulate a little bit better. A lot of foam on the inside going on to kind of help disperse the weights.
Yep.
But this is actually molded. I think I'll probably race with my glove underneath tomorrow.
Okay.
But as you can see, it's molded to my hood, even to the point where you can see the Shimano indentation from the hood line.
Love it.
Literally, you get this super hot at like 200 degrees, put it on almost burn your skin, and you grab the handlebars and hold it, and it slowly hardens. So this is cycling only.
Love it.
Yeah.
How you feeling, man? All this considered and the wrist and everything like that. I
Yeah.
know you're in tip-top shape, but any projections and expectations tomorrow?
I can't have it anymore. I mean, this was a big objective, and the legs were nice, and I mean, I've had to adjust quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's nice. It kind of takes some pressure away too. I mean, just again, like I'm gonna give it everything. That's what you do at the BWR. But I also can't be disappointed if things don't go swimmingly. It's like just again, I get a start. I get to put the number one back on my bike tomorrow morning, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm gonna fight these guys with everything I got. But I know I'm on the backhand a little bit. So
I would expect nothing less, though. A fiery competitor like yourself, there's no way you're not going to go out there and give it all.
I got that scrappy raccoon in me.
Right on.
So.
We love it. The spirit animal, hard at work here. P. Stetina joining us. Appreciate you, man. Good luck
Yeah,
tomorrow. We'll be
thank
following you around all day on the coverage.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Pre-Ride Show. Keep an eye for him tomorrow all day on our coverage. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for looking in.